Hello there. I am here streaming. Yep. Let's see how much of a delay there is. Okay. My first attempt to stream directly to YouTube Anyway, welcome to my YouTube channel. As I'm going yum 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 yum. So anyway. And now it's back. And now it's back. Now it's paused, now it's back. Now it's back. Okay. But now, we're in. Let's see what I got. I think I might need... Okay, well, I got to level 20. So, I think yeah, to those of you who aren't familiar with what I do, I'm Chairman Meow. I sometimes go by other names like, you know, Cinema and stuff like that. But essentially, what I do is I run around and I play games like D&D Online or Guild Wars 2 or sometimes StarCraft 2, and I've just been bouncing around between the various streaming services to see what will do the best job for me. Anyway, this is of course my attempt with, this. I was just all like, yeah, let's try it. Let's see how it goes. Now, for the record, if you, of course, look in the stream details, you're going to see a really, really crazy resolution. Okay, realistically, I'm using much more than that, but in this particular case, that's just one monitor. Anyway, time to go and do stuff. Running through the town. There's a farmer. Nowhere near a farm. Purple jackknights. Yeah. So, yeah. I've really been shopping things around. I mean, lately I've just primarily been using Facebook Live because it was really easy to set up, incredibly easy. However, with how the changes they're going to be making in terms of feeds and turning up on in your feed if it's not promoted, because there's no way in hell am I spending money at this point in time to promote things. Just because it's a crazy thing. Where am I going? Oh, there they are. Anyway, so I've tried out with Twitch, which looks like it's going to require a little work to get it going properly. I have no idea. So, whereas at least I understand how to get the whole started. But with Facebook, in terms of hits, I have no idea in the long term. I'm at least going to
my web so soon,
Obviously,
mortals?
it
How
died.
interesting. It's a little late to try to finish what started back in Eberron. The Drow have gathered all the dragon shards I need, but I could probably find a use for more.
Share stream.
Perhaps I'll take the ones you're carrying in your bags.
It's of course. So convenient.
Oh, I wouldn't allow you here unless I gained some advantage from your presence. When you killed my servant, Karis, back on Eberron, did that not serve my ends?
Gotta go this way.
I'll let you think about that. It is terribly fun to see the panic in your eyes. The Lords of Dust in that pitiful realm of Khyber thought they could share power. How foolish they were to think that the Spinner of Shadows would work alongside them. True power is gained by snatching it from the unworthy.
Oh, great. It's a Garistro. Good, I'm gonna jump. Yeah, I'm gonna run this way. That's in the general direction I want to go. Asshole. Dog elves. Yeah, quite literally dog elves.
Because you have kept me so entertained in your final hours of life, I will extend a courtesy to you once you are dead. I will place your remains on a fragment of Eberron once the demon web consumes it.
Sometimes I end up going the wrong way. I don't know why, I just do. It could be something with flinching. It's just like, hey, I'm gonna go this. What? Why did my mouse go in a completely different direction? Anyway. Why not? Goes. Time limitations. Because realistically, I need to be able to, do a stream for maybe an hour or so. Just purely for this quest to take that long. Anyway. Yes, just a taste. Building the brand. Help me out.
When Eberron falls, I will consume yet another world. And another. I must have more. More worlds. More worshippers. More power. More! I will have more!
Yep. Well, it seems someone orgasmic.
I alone have woven the demon web into the grand tapestry of destruction and survival that you see around you. Bask in the glory of my works.
very tempted to, scale back down to a regular resolution, just purely, so we don't need to do any transcoding or anything. But I'm lazy. Anyway.
The Yugoloth Yimmerus stands on the next rise, in his true form, waiting.
Some assassination.
To honor our bargain. Good.
I think he's gonna be, betray me. Okay, time to...
With that, the Yugoloth vanishes from sight.
Oil in general. Serious business. Okay. Look at the fancy architecture. The reason I switched weapons because
The shattered remnants of some fallen kingdom rest between the demon web strands. Somewhere in here is the ruins keep, the demon Kishnaurak, and the orb.
Kishnaurak. Yep, that is pretty scary.
To guard the orb entrusted to him by Loth, Kishnaurak fashioned 3 signs of power. While they hold, none may enter Ruins Keep. Several drow stand arguing before the first sign. The sign of binding lies at the edge of the ruins.
Closer.
The sign has ceased, but something feels wrong. Perhaps it had protections.
Of course it did. Seriously, my UMT is obviously terrible. But I got the first one. Get a skill this one also. Whee! Oh, let's see. Just take me somewhere. I don't know. All of the things. I'm just gonna break all. No, I'm going this way. I've been up there. Now I'll come over here. You can find a audience. I'll be doing something like, recording these videos as I go and upload them to other platforms.
The second sign floats just at the edge of the promontory. There must be a way up.
More spiders. That spider died on account of magic. Bones. What's on the right way? That's a demon that could, took an arrow to the knee, obviously. I'll walk. You're standing guard because of me. I'm trying to kill you. I can't kill you. Now you're dead.
The sign turns off with a reluctant, anguished shudder. A chill runs up and down your spine. Beyond the second sign, Ruins Keep can be seen, a dark tribute to chaos, to decay, and to Loth's will. A solemn henchman stands guard before the third sign and the Keep's barrier.
That's what it does. I'm a knight of the chalice. I consume such creatures. Well, I don't consume them. I smite them.
The power drains suddenly from the side, one violent shot. The third and final sign has been undone. The barrier has dropped, and the way into Ruins Keep is clear. The Yugoloth waits for you by the planar door. The Yugoloth agent calls into the first planar door.
These guys, they're mercenaries. Totally armed. They're there. Gravity. How does it work?
The demon Kishnaurak, champion of Loth, holds court in the great hall of Ruins Keep. Contempt is written across his face.
No.
The Gerblezu eyes the mercenaries. Why fight against me when you pay us more? Growls the Yugoloth soldier. We're yours!
Not the anti-gravity.
You have defeated the Yugoloth's contract is fulfilled, and your collaboration come to an end. More importantly, the orb is now within your reach.
Reach. Whoa. It'll be all.
With the orb disabled, its power no longer binds and holds the thread.
Any loot? Loot for me? Yeah, apparently there is. Loot. Loot. Okay. Well, time to go. Take the quest back to town. When I get there, let's see if I can meet them. Bring it back to town. Better. Nice batter. Anyway. Stop. Bad bastard. No points. Okay. Go back to town. So I'm gonna cut things down once the video is done. Like those late sequences cut them down. Really good. I like those. And again, I am a little bit lazy. And I have no idea about editing, what's good, what's bad, you know, what best practices are. I'm just gonna leave it for now. Meow 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 meow. It's gonna go meow 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 meow. Difficult to do because I can't reach down to please. I don't like the rift, but you want to let me as well. Mentor. I don't want to be all messed up. No, they did not. Your troops did not dare out of the deal. The Queen's partner. Saving everyone. I don't need to talk to you. I do need to talk. frame rate. Might be because of transcoding stuff. Nope. Share stuff. Okay. Back into the demon web. Just to see how long it's gonna go before it's all like, no. We're taken. We're taken. Anyway.
I gained some advantage from your presence. When you killed my servant, Karis, back on Eberron, did that not serve my ends? I'll let you think about that. It is terribly fun to see the panic in your eyes as you realize how helpful you've been to my cause. The shadow of the darkening stretches out, covering the realms and hastening the deaths of all who oppose me. How unfortunate for you that the words of Priestess Hector went unheeded. She foretold of this day.
More demons!
I have been and always will be. I've been worshipped for countless ages under countless names. It is futile to think that I can be stopped, mortals. But do try. It's amusing to watch.
Go that way. I'm gonna go that way. What did I get there? Guess I'm gonna go up. Yeah, half my time is wandering around else.
Watch as my followers grow in strength and number. None can resist me. You will come to understand this very soon.
Alright, right now.
You Eberron flies swarm through my domain as if it were your personal property. Know this. The demon web consumes all that it touches. So, by all means, keep encouraging more visitors. My rule is inevitable. Nations will kneel before me, bent by the hand of their own rulers. Rulers who will struggle amongst themselves to see who can best appease me. Are you still here? It is terribly dull watching you flail your way around my domain. Well, there's no chance of you damaging anything important. Perhaps I'll use myself with a few of my
Oh, I did it again. I don't know why it happened.
Mystra was unworthy to oversee the realm of magic, or else she would still be here. That makes Elminster the chosen follower of someone who is no longer around. And that makes you the servant of a leaderless fool. Eberron. Until now, I cannot say that I ever paid it any mind. The Lords of Dust were pathetic and easily tricked. A common trait among beings from your realm. Whether you remain in the demon web or flee from it makes no difference now. You are not the first to think they can unravel my works. Those who think they can scheme against me, insects. The longer you meddle in my plans, the longer I have to torment you. Your screams as you beg me for death will echo through every corner of the demon web. Delicious! If my servants fail, they will answer to my wrath. That's really all the motivation they need to do their jobs well. You will find some of my subordinates quite challenging. If not, well then, time for some new blood. My servants' work in Cormyr is entertaining, but it is only a single strand of all of my plans. True, they brought the precious thread of the weave to me, yet even without it, I would have found a way to carry out my plan. If my servants fail, they will answer to my wrath. That's really all the motivation they need to do their jobs well. You will find some of my subordinates quite challenging. If not, well then, time for some new blood. It is good that you ventured into my domain. Soon, my power will be unmatched. You will bear witness when I become the new mistress of the weave. Perhaps I will set you free, so that you can tell the world about the new goddess of magic. Perhaps not. The thread of the weave is mine. One more of my many victories. Soon, all of the realms will shudder in gruesome ecstasy before Lolth, goddess of magic. Come to me and feel the power of beautiful pain. Absorbing the thread of the weave brings me that much closer to my goal. I will reshape all worlds into something far more pleasing. The weak shall perish beneath the cunning, and the strong shall rend each other apart to gain my favor. It will be exquisite! I have so many schemes knitted together that I do not need to tend them. Sooner or later, the insects just stumble into the web. Thinking about it that way, it's pointless to struggle, no? I don't blame you for lingering here. You are drawn to me. Since you can't resist it, just enjoy it while you can. I am a harsh mistress, and these will likely be the last pleasurable moments of your existence. It is impossible for you to stop me. Perhaps you hope to gain my favor instead. Very well. I offer you a challenge that will please me. If you are truly worthy, then kill everything in the demon web.
Trying to find my way around, and it's very easy to get lost. Don't remember how I got there previously. I'll try to find my way. Yeah, I know it's very tempting to try and jump off one thing and rest. I'll try that. And up some toes to the other side. This is not what I like. Oh, Switzerland.
I saw that Elminster offered you aid. And you never considered what he stands to gain by this? I suppose not. Your kind were duped by Nomon, Inquisitor of the Silver Flame, after all. Oh, mortals. So easily manipulated.
That's not a jump. Nope. Back up. And welcome to the world of someone who gets lost. But yeah, the temptation while there is not recommended because it doesn't have.
The thread of the weave is mine. One more of my many victories. Soon, all of the realms will shudder in gruesome ecstasy before Lolth, goddess of magic. Come to me and feel the power of beautiful pain. Watch as my followers grow in strength and number. None can resist me. You will come to understand this very soon.
Sometimes you're like, you're happy. Oh no.
Look around you, mortals. See the ruins of 1,000 worlds. Their scraps lashed together to make my demon web. There's still room for your world. Just a little longer, and it will be swallowed up too. Look around you, mortals. See the ruins of 1,000 worlds. Their scraps lashed together to make my demon web. There's still room for your world. Just a little longer, and it will be swallowed up too.
I'll try going up. It doesn't work. Oh, what? Oh, I already beat that. No, that's the one that. Tunnels here. Ran around and down. Finally.
Look around you, mortals. See the ruins of 1,000 worlds. Their scraps lashed together to make my demon web. There's still room for your world. Just a little longer, and it will be swallowed up too.
So easy to get lost. Not being able to see the webs in the distance is not helping me. Go that way, maybe, but yeah. Anything? Level 11. I should look up a map, but yeah, that makes sense. Using a map to find your way around? What's wrong with you? That's crazy talk. It is indeed crazy talk. Shall we actually? Ah, where did I just flicker? That's what'll happen. Seriously, love. You had to make it confusing, didn't you? Of course you did. Because look at what happens. Or not. Yeah, I'll go this way. Find new enemies that I haven't seen before. Kill them. And that is a good sign that it is where I want to go.
There is a fun game I like to play around here. My children slaughter and scheme against one another to gain or uphold their rank. They will fantasize about overthrowing me. Then, later on, I take pleasure in the look on their faces on the day I get to crush them. The demons that have fallen to your little weapons were not worth the air they breathed in the first place. Hear that, my minions? Any of you that can't hold your own against these pests should save me the trouble of killing you later. Just die now. Here is something you should know about the best of my demons. Consider all the slyness, the cunning, the might they need to stay alive and stay on top. Then consider that even they cannot match me. Now, what hope do you have? The chosen of Mystra, and Mystra abandoned this realm, then what are the odds of Elminster abandoning you? I can just imagine what he said to convince you to come in here. Help me preserve Mystra's memory. Then he sent you into my web, alone. Tricks many ignorant souls into coming here. See all of those cocoons? What do you think of egg sacs? No, they're all that remains of the other adventurers who followed Elminster's folly. Of the weave? My worship increases day by day. Soon all will pay tribute to the glory of Lolth. And yet, you dare to oppose me. Very well, if you're sure.
part of Demon Web has undergone a violent upheaval. Islands of rock lie scattered, web bridges snap. You have to find a new path to the rift between worlds. The path ahead abruptly ends, leaving no way forward other than down. Another ambush! It's as if these forces were carefully placed to keep you from the rift in the world. Are these scattered masses of rock the work of their chaotic goddess? The unstable vortex of the rift? Or both? The depth of the abyss gapes between this ledge and the next. Leap with care. Magma bleeds from the veins of the rock. A magical barrier suddenly appears, blocking access to the rift. A voice comes from behind and high above.
Such folly! What did you hope to find? Your world is bleeding into the Spider Queen's domain. You cannot stop it! But since you are here, I will try your worth in combat. If you survive my tests, I will fight you myself. Not bad.
The Dragloth growls.
For a kitten.
As he lowers his head to summon more adversaries, you notice that the barrier to the rift is gone. Now is your chance. Some of your life force fuses into the rift. It grows stiller and more solid. Still, it is far from stable.
Is that your best?
He jeers.
I've seen more Paras.
The barrier has gone down again. It won't stay down for long.
Don't rest!
He barks.
Keep fighting!
The Dragloth concedes.
Time for something bigger!
appears to be partway stabilized. A little more effort should do the trick. He roars.
Be death and fury incarnate!
Grin on the dread. The grin turns to fury as he looks a moment early and sees you healing the rift. The rift has been stabilized.
Very clever.
Growls the Dracloth.
Fixing the rift like that. You're so weak and and it's good to fight when I'm angry. Time to fight. She has consumed the thread. Stronger still.
As the light goes, the orb's power dissipates. Both's defenses have been weakened. More important, Eberron is safe for now.
Woo! Unyielding Sentinel-3. Yay! Okay, back to town. This was a good test. Now that I kind of got it working. Very good test. Run, 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 run. Yeah, I like to use this. 23 minutes. Woo! Effective cost level 23. Oh, hello, Elminster. How can you be in two places at once, man? Got lots of potions. Okay. How I get it? Beyond the rift, I just need to complete that. Okay. Well. Go with the guild bonuses. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Take this. Currently be streaming it. Nobody's watching other than me, but it's just like wow, wow. I decided to try streaming on, YouTube. Definitely the option.
This is unlike anything you have ever seen before. Mountains of stone float in the air, tethered together by huge strands of webbing. Yet these are not barren rocks. You can see signs of life clinging to them. A voice in the distance calls to you. Take heed, friend! Stranger here, I'm thinking. What brings ye into the demon web? Ye must have come through the rift that she made. The rift to the other world. Perhaps ye have come to mend it. 'Tis no small task. I can aid ye in all this, but it will not be easy. Come with me.
Okay. Yeah, come on.
We are in the realm of the vile goddess Loth. She and her sister, the Spinner of Shadows, are the source of thy current troubles. 'Twas only possible for me to come here because Loth let her guard slip when the rift opened, and I cannot easily leave the demon web until she slips again. This rift, her sister, the magic shards she's plundered from your world, they are all part of some vast and tangled scheme of Loth's. Closer to my home, Loth now wages war on the kingdom of Cormier in a little village named Evening Star. This rift and that war are bound together in her plan, and so are you, I suspect. Hark! I sense that she has dropped her guard again, occupied with her sister most like. I must leave while I can. Find thy way to Evening Star. I will meet ye there. 'Tis a dangerous journey, but you seem to be accustomed to dangerous journeys. Elminster departs. The demon web sprawls out before you. Somewhere in this chaotic maze lies the path to the place Elminster called Evening Star. The hunched creatures ahead make some strange and disgusting sounds as they root low bones. They produce even more disgusting smells.
Stop eating my pain and sorrow. It's not very nice. I'll never give you permission to eat them.
The spinner of shadow looms in the distance. What will she do now that she is free from her prison in Kyber?
Can't see her looming. Oh. Wait, where we go? Tighter. Be pretty sweet if I could just stream stuff in like 360. Like for people who've got perfect headsets. Anyway, after I finish the stream, I might fire it up on my main monitor. We'll stream it and see how it goes. Yeah, listen to the sound of the dredge deflating.
Only the strong survive in the demon web. These dredges were not strong.
That spider is dead. I lost the XP bonus for not killing anything. Yeah, there's definitely an XP bonus. Honestly, it's like...
Far away in the center of the demon web is a vast structure that can only be Lolth's lair. In the distance, the spinner of shadows scuttles along the demon web, intent on some errand of her own.
Scatter, scatter, scatter. Dredges and spiders and
A spider hatchery lies empty. The brood it bore has already consumed the weak and the slow, then dispersed into the demon web to fight for its survival. Fragments of long-forgotten worlds lie ensnared in Lolth's web. This will be the fate of Eberron unless you find a way to repair the rift that is slowly consuming your home. On a distant shard of the demon web, Loth greets the spinner of shadows.
It is time, my sister. The dragon shards are in place, so let us begin the ritual. I promise you power beyond imagining. Now join me, sister. Let go of your physical form and join me. Become greater than you ever were. Become one with Loth!
Loth vanishes with a piercing burst of magical energy, and for an instant you stand transfixed by the strange scene. Then a sudden onslaught of the Spider Queen's servants snaps you back to the situation at hand. Ahead lies a glimmering magical portal. You have no way of knowing what strange new world it leads to, but at least it will take you away from the demon web.
The artwork of a Dritch. Still 1997K.
You find yourself in a vast cavern of stone deep below the surface. If you are to find Elminster, you must first make your escape from the vastness of the Underdark.
Spiders, more spiders. This expansion was very spider heavy. And let's start the Underdark. So let's start it off and then I added more stuff, and more stuff, and more stuff. You know, Jordan Quest lines and stuff.
The sound of battle has alerted another colony of deadly spiders.
I don't have one.
You have stumbled into a group of heavily armed drow. They don't look anything like the drow you've encountered back on Emerald. They also don't look pleased to see you.
They're not pleased to see me. Of course not. Big hungry monstrosity. In the name of the Lord of Blades, may smite thee. Yeah, people role-playing paladins and like D&D and stuff that have everything.
3 drow scouts are talking on the ledge above. Perhaps they can lead you up to the surface.
It just fine. It's like, wow, there's no name. No name dropping. We need a name drop. My god, I like all these things. But you're a paladin. You're a cleric or something. Tell us this.
A magical portal lies ahead. If the scouts are right, it will take you closer to the surface.
Yeah. The cleric in that group does have a tendency to call out.
The drow patrol you saw before is taking a break on the other side of the ravine ahead. Above, a strange creature spots you.
Surface dwellers down here?
It snaps.
The slavers are growing careless. I shall have to clean up after them.
There you are. You can't find me.
These corpses appear to have been left behind as food for the local spider population.
This looks fancy. Go past.
Two spiders stand guard in front of the gate, almost as if they had been ordered to do so. Once again, you see the now familiar sight of the Drow's surface patrol. A small but well-guarded Drow outpost lies up ahead. These Drow fought with military precision unheard of on Sindric. Even so, the defender of the outpost is finally dead. You may freely pass through its portal and learn what lies beyond.
Well, smash things.
A fresh breeze blows down from an opening. The leader of the Drow turns to confront you.
More fodder for the slave. Seize them!
voice from inside the cage calls to you.
Over here! Let us out!
The villagers in the cage anxiously point to a large lever near the door.
Thank the gods, I'd almost given up hope. But where did you come from?